Our next guest is seeing a big opportunity in real estate. Let's bring in Admiral Capital co-founder and NBA legend David Robinson. David, we just heard about record sentiment in the single-family space. What is sentiment like in the multifamily space?
We're finding it's fairly similar. People are drawn now to fairly safe suburban multifamily, and that's where we focused for the last 10 years. So we're in a good position to sell right now. And now we're trying to figure out where these markets, like everyone else, where are these markets going to go? What are people looking for? Will work at home become more of a thing? And, is office space going to change for us? So there's a lot of questions out there.
And there are also some questions coming from Washington, too, and some potential headwinds. A potential Biden presidency would remove certain real estate tax benefits that help your business. And then there are also questions about more regulations. And I'm just curious how you're sizing up all of those headwinds and also the propensity for a lack of a stimulus bill to lead some of your renters to not pay in the coming months. How are you sizing all that up?
Yeah, there has been some incentive for renters to be a little bit more lax, but we've seen, we have 95% occupancy and 95% of our collections are coming in. So we've seen people really working hard, trying to, keep their businesses going. It's really hard to say what's going to happen as the year comes to a close, but obviously people are going to be more and more stressed if we don't find a vaccine and people don't get back to work and get back to buying things. It's going to be a challenge for a lot of folks.
So it sounds like, David, multifamily homes anyway within your portfolio doing all right. What about your commercial exposure and your retail exposure? Is that struggling more?
Yeah, retail is tough. It's been tough all the way around. A lot of these businesses are trying to kick the can down the road, but it's going to be difficult for restaurants in particular and hotels, to figure these things out going forward. So. That's been a bit of a challenge. That's multifamily, though, is where we focus, and I think that's looking strong. It's going to continue to look strong, I believe.
David, do you see the flight to the suburbs that at least anecdotally has been described in some of these major cities? Are you seeing people looking to cut their leases to move to greener pastures, to bigger properties?
Absolutely, and especially I think the pandemic has kind of kicked it into next level now with a lot of the cities looking at extra taxes, looking at California, looking at New York, and they're looking to tax the wealthy. And it's, we've seen a lot of people looking now to kind of move to some of these areas. And it looks like it's doing nothing but accelerating.
What are the themes you're seeing? Is it simple urban to rural, or are there any other identifiable themes that you're seeing?
Well, I think people are we're looking at, where are the jobs going? What's the regulatory environment going to be in those areas? What are going to be, the tax rules? A lot of those things are going to dictate where people are going. But, a lot of the cities like Austin or Charlotte, Orlando, they've been very, very strong. And I think they're going to continue to be. Charleston, very, very strong.